Good morning children, how are you doing? Hope you are all fine. Today in this session we are going to learn about rules and properties of operations of literal numbers. Literal numbers obey all the rules regarding the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Here under addition we have taken two literal numbers. If you add x plus y, it will be equal to y plus x. That means if you change the orders, still the answer remains the same. For example, 2 plus 3 is 5. So if you change the order, 3 plus 2, it is also 5. Then x added to 0 or 0 added to x is always x. Take any integer, suppose it is 2. If you add 0 to 2, then the answer is again 2. X plus y plus z is equal to x plus y plus z. Here the associative law holds good. If you change the groups, when you take three literal numbers, still the answer remains the same. Under subtraction and division, these two laws, that is commutative law and associative law, does not hold good under subtraction and division. Here x minus y is not equal to y minus x. That means if you take 2 minus 1 is 1, but 1 minus 2 is not 1. Therefore, under the subtraction and division, this commutative law and associative law does not hold good. Whereas x minus x 0 is always x. So if you take any integer and subtract with 0, the answer remains the same. Under multiplication, again the commutative law and associative law holds good. That is x into y is equal to y into x, and this law is called as distributive law, which we have learnt earlier. X into y plus z is equal to x into y plus x into z. Then take any integer, multiply with 1, we get always the same integer. Here 1 is called the identity element for multiplication. X into 0 is always 0. Take any integer, suppose 3 into 0, it is again 0. 0 multiplied by any integer is always 0. Then x into y can be written as xy. X into 4 is written as 4x, not x4. That means here the numerals are written first, then the literals. Then next let us solve the problems from worksheet number 2. Fill in the following blanks using properties. Here the first question is 2x plus y must be equal to. What has to be filled so that this LHS must be equal to RHS. Here you can see y is missing, so I fill with the y so that it becomes y plus 2x. Here again, if you change the orders, still the answer remains the same. Question number 2, 4a plus dash plus 2c must be equal to 5b plus dash plus 4a. Here you have to keep in mind that what is missing in the left hand side, that is 5b. In the right hand side you are left with 2c. 5y minus 0, that means 0 subtracted with any number, we get the same number. 3x into 2y must be equal to 2y into 3x. 2p divided by 1 is again 2p. Divide 1 with any integer, you get the same answer. Dash divided by x is 0. So it is 0. 2b into dash is again 2b. So fill it with 1. Minus 4x is missing here. So fill it with minus 4x. X into plus 2yz must be equal to distributive property x into 2y plus x into z. 3p plus 2q plus r must be equal to 3p. Here only the groups are changing, the numbers are same. Then next is power of literal numbers. In the last classes under integers we had learnt about power of integers. that is 7 to the power of 3. Here 3 is called as the power or exponent, 7 is called as the base. In this class, under algebra, here we have the literal number, that is a to the power of 2. Here also we say that 2 is called as exponent or power, a is called as a base. And we write a to the power of 2 as a square or a to the power of 2. X to the power of 3 can be read as x cube or x to the power 3. X to the power 4 is read as again x to the power 4 minus x to the power of 5 is read as minus x to the power of 5. Children, you should be able to read the exponential form of any algebraic expression. Then in a literal number, a base is a and power is 1. If you don't have any power, if you don't see any power, it is understood that it is having the power 1 and the base is a. Children, you have to remember that how do you multiply when you have the numerals or coefficients before the literal numbers. For example, here 2x whole cube. So this can be expanded as 2x must multiplied 3 times. That is 2x into 2x into 2x. Whereas 2x cube has to be multiplied. 2 is only written 1 time, whereas x cube is multiplied 3 times. X into x into x. Here you can see the difference that this cube is applicable for whole bracket, whereas this cube is only applicable to the literal number x. Children, if you understand how to write the exponential form and also how to write it in the expanded form, we can solve worksheet number 3. First question is, write the exponential form of. Here you need to write the exponential form by counting how many literal numbers are multiplied. Here you can see y is multiplied 9 times. That means y to the power of 9. Here y is base, 9 is the exponent. Then p is multiplied 21 times. So p to the power of 21. So 21 is the power. You have to write it in the exponential form. Then half into a into b into b into c. Here the literals are written separately. 1 by 2 is the numeral. A is written only 1 time. B is written 2 times. So b to the power of 2. C is only 1 time. So half ab square c. Then 2 into a is multiplied 3 times. So a to the power of 3. B is multiplied 2 times. B to the power of 2. And c is only 1 time. So write only 1c. Then you have minus 6. As it is, x is only 1 time. Y is 2 times. Y to the power of 2 z. In this way we go on multiply and write it in the exponential form. Question number 2. Write the product form of y to the power of 5. Now we have to write vice versa. That is, it is given in the exponential form. We have to write it in the expanded form. Y power is 5. So y is multiplied 5 times. Here x to the power of 19. X has to be multiplied 19 times. It takes lot of time to write x 19 times. So we keep dotted and points and write 19 times here. Next, 3 by 4 x square yz. 3 by 4 as it is into x is multiplied 2 times because the power is 2, y into z. This way we go on write them in the product form. Next is question number 3. Write the product form of. Let us take 3x whole cube. Whole cube means there is a bracket. So this cube is applicable for both 3 and x. So 3x has to be multiplied 3 times. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. First let us multiply the numerals, then we shall multiply with the literal numbers. X into x into x, x to the power of 3. If you take 3x cube, here 3 power 3 is applicable only for the literal number x. So 3 is multiplied only one time, x 3 times. Therefore 3 into 3 x cube. The question is, are they same? No, they are not same. Children, in this session we have discussed about the power of literal numbers